What is up, YouTube? What is up? And I'm going to review Saw X because I just watched it last night and I was bored and got some notes done. So, this is the second time rewatching it, and I consider it the third or fourth greatest film in the franchise. Really depends. I really got to rewatch all the films to really think for myself about it, but I thought I'd do a little review. I got myself a shirt. Look at this. I bet your birthstone is a crack rock. And that's what I truly believe with some people out there on the streets. Some people's birthstones do happen to just be a crack rock. So I'm just going to go review this right now, and I'll let you guys know what I think about it. So the gist of the film is basically it's a prequel. Plus Joan Kramer is the main character, and he is wronged by a business that basically scammed him for his money. And it's basically his vengeance. First half of the film is like set up. The last half is like half is slow. The second half is fast. That's all I gotta tell you guys. Like, that's all how I can describe it. Almost like Three from Hell, how the film just kind of switched up a little bit in pacing halfway through. It's like in the same vein, kind of. I gotta rewatch Three from Hell, honestly. I don't know if I'm just BSing that. One of my favorite quotes in the film was "Don't think, just do," which I thought was like, I already take that into consideration when I'm doing anything in life, so I just thought that line was kind of humorous. But it's a 2-hour film, it's rated R. It's one of the gory sides, like one of the gory films out of the franchise that goes pretty deep. It's kind of disgusting, honestly. It made me kind of yell "ew" on accident. I exclaimed "ew" a few times because of how gross it just. The thought of you cutting your own limbs off is the most disgusting thought, because I cannot imagine the pain and the adrenaline rushing through somebody. I'm sure you could still feel the pain even with adrenaline running in if you were to literally cut some limb off or something. I thought this film was super great. It had some plot holes, but if I wanted to focus on the good things, it had a good soundtrack and some really great camera angles and cuts and a lot of moving parts each scene. It wasn't just sitting around. Every scene went somewhere pretty much. It's like two-part film, basically, the first half then the second half. There was a lot of disgustingness in this film. I can't go into detail unless you want me to spoil it, but this is just going to be a quick review, so let me know if you want the spoiler review. But yeah, in general, I thought the film was great, suspenseful-wise and stuff like that, and it's really takes you back to the roots of the franchise with the camera cuts and the fast, like, all around the character, you know what I mean? So I really appreciated this film for what it was, and I'm pretty sure the guy who wrote this film may have been the same guy who did Jigsaw and Spiral, so if that's true, then good GG's, good luck for you for the next film, because this film was the right way to go. Now, to talk about the plot holes, though, basically, my issue with this film is just the fact that, like, this is a whole operation that's happening and they're getting away with it. And I understand they're scamming people who are unaware that they're being scammed, but from, like, that level of expertise to be planning it out, it's just, they did a very poor job with just, like, just the whole operation doesn't make sense to me, honestly. It's like, you're gonna get surgery for something that's like let's say like him, like you're gonna get surgery on cancer, and then you're gonna take a concoction of drugs, and then it's gonna magically, like, wow. And I know, like, of course those people end up dying because, you know, they didn't actually get operated on, but, like, I don't understand how not one person, like, decided to take off their bandage to see, like, whether or not they actually got operated on, which doesn't make sense to me, because apparently I think they've scammed like, I don't know, I could be crazy, but I thought I heard that they scammed like over like 24 people or something insane with the list. So I don't understand that. And another part I don't understand, which could be explained actually, but when I first saw the film, I did not understand how he found the secret location so quickly. Actually, there's a reason. That's not a plot hole. I understand. You just got to watch the film. And also just the fact that he was able to abduct so many people in such little time, and it just doesn't make much sense, especially because they're in Mexico. Where did he have the time to just find these spots, hidden spots in Mexico to do your traps and stuff on? That didn't make much sense to me. Besides that, though, it was a great film, and soundtrack really correlated with whatever was happening in the scene, which I really appreciated. If I had to really review this, I'd give it a, I'm gonna be honest here, from an IMDb perspective, I think it deserves a 6.5 out of 10. Hot take, actually, I take that back. More like a 6.3, because it's nothing revolutionary or groundbreaking in cinema or anything, but it's just like, it definitely strengthens the livelihood of the Saw franchise, and I am really looking forward to the next film because I want to see where the story is heading. Because every single film in the Saw franchise, usually they build towards something, and they're all correlated with one another. So I'm hoping the next film will be better than this film, hopefully. And I hope they get a good director and a good writer. And if it's the same writer, then I hope they don't screw this up, because I saw they screwed up, and Spiral's another story. I personally think Spiral's not that bad of a film, but if you want to hear that, then just subscribe or something, like, or just let me know in the comments. And this is just my quick review because I'm bored as hell.